Gang, what I'm going to show you right now is live proof that there's shortage right now happening in America. But I'm not here to scare you, okay? I know it scared me, scared my wife. I just wanted to show you and allow you to make decisions for yourself. Now, what I'm going to show you is crazy, and I have it documented right here from multiple different channels, okay? I This is what I mean by having my ears on the heartbeat of the street, things that you're not going to see other places. Now, if you go, and I challenge you to go check this out. If you type in emergency dry foods or meals ready to go, MREs, or camping food, whatever you want to call it, if you just Google that, right? Doesn't matter if you go to REI, doesn't matter if you go to Bass Pro Shop, it doesn't matter if you go to Amazon, it doesn't even matter if you go to the manufacturer direct. Everyone is out of this stuff. So let me show it to you guys. This is Bass Pro, okay? This is Bass Pro. And as you can see right there, if you want to get this bucket of food, which is about 60 meals, they're out. You can't even get it shipped to you, and nor can you get it pick up at the store, okay? Now, let me show you. And everything at Bass Pro that's dry food is out, okay? Here we go. Now, why is this important? Because these food will last. All you need to do is just add water. If electricity gets cut off, whatever, look, it's all out, okay? Now, please go verify this, okay? Here's another one, because the other one was a different product, but the same manufacturer. Again, they're out. Now, they can ship it for you, but it's going to take anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks before you can get your products. 4 to 8 weeks, guys. Okay, let's go to REI, one of the biggest companies. I love shopping there, guys. If you want to get this bucket right now, they're all out. It's going to take them right there 30 days. Where is it? I'm looking at it backwards. Right there. 30 days to get this item shipped to you because it's not even in stock, guys. It's not even in stock, okay? Now, let's keep going forward. Let's go to Home Depot. Home Depot, guys. Home Depot, okay? You can look at this item right here. No, we're not interested. Let's go back so we can look at it. If you click on, if you go to Costco, same exact thing is going to happen. If you go to Costco and you type in emergency food, there's nothing that shows up. At Walmart, which is not Walmart, Sam's Club, they have allow you to order, but you're not going to get your stuff for about 30 days. If you go to Walmart, they're all sold out. If you go to Target, they're all sold out, guys. And which is crazy, okay? If you go to Home Depot, it doesn't matter where you are. If you want to try to order something like this, they're all sold out, guys. Now, they're not taking orders. Everyone's out. You go to Amazon, okay? You go to Amazon, there used to be a lot of this stuff. Now they're selling it overpriced tremendously, and they'll ship it to you on March 6th to the 13th, okay? And who knows if this is fresh stuff. So hardly anyone has this stuff in stock right now, okay? Again, if you don't, I don't care if you can Google that. I hope you Google it. Don't take my word for it because I'm more wrong than right. But if you go to Amazon, instead of having the bulk, they may have just a couple, and it's very over expensive. But if you go to any other stores out there, from Target, from Kroger, they don't have a Kroger. They have it at Sam's, Costco, all kind of camping equipment stores. You can check all over the internet because that's what I did yesterday, right? I did that all day long, right? Not all day long. I spent about 2 or 3 hours looking for it, and the prices are so expensive on it, and then no one has it in stock. Okay. Now the other crazy thing is, if you go to the manufacturer direct, which is the company that makes this product, they say that you can shop in stock products here. But notice what they say: please wait 1 to 2 months for processing. What does that mean? That means that they don't have it. They got to make it, and they're going to process it your order for you. So if you want to get dry foods, most of the places, I don't care what city you're in, they don't have it. Because, for example, REI is nationwide. Bass Pro, same thing. Target, same thing. Costco, if you go to Costco.com and you type in emergency food, they have a section there, but then nothing shows up underneath it because it's all out, which is pretty crazy. So last night, this morning, I went and stocked up some. I already had some food, but maybe for a week. right? But I just went and bought a bunch of different stuff, and I was very very shocked that that all these places were empty. Now you got to think about it. We live in America. This is the greatest country ever. I've never seen shelves that empty. Even on, for example, Black Fridays or Christmas, the people know that there's going to sell a lot and they have a bunch of inventory in the bag. It's hardly do you go places that every store is out. Every store, guys. You know, at my real estate dojo, we're about abundance. It doesn't matter if the economy is down. It doesn't matter if the economy is up. There's always a way to create abundance, and that's why I'm breaking this to you. It's not for fear, but to let you know that hey, dry foods, what's called emergency foods that will last forever. All you got to do is add water. So in cases there's no electricity, in cases there's no light, all you got to do is just add water. They're out all over the internet, guys. Even at the local stores. Please uh, facts verify this right now. Go ahead and click the like button, guys. Click the like button. Let me know what state you're in. Because now, for example, if you go to REI, they'll have the one package, which is like $8 or $10. But if you want to get 30 days of it, they may not have 30 days. Okay. But if you want to get the bulk package, everywhere you go is sold out. From like I said, Walmart, Home Depot, Sam's Club, Target, all the little camping stores, all the small internet companies online. I spend 2 hours looking for this stuff, and I'll show you where I got mine from, guys. Okay, so I went to Bath and Beyond, right? And I ordered one tub of 60 servings, the same exact tub they sell it on Amazon for $200. I got it for $99, but before you do that, make sure you sign up for their email thing because they'll give you $20, 20% off. So it knocked it down to $89 plus the delivery. That included delivery. Now, if you go get that same exact product on Amazon, they're selling it for $200. $200, guys. Okay. Now, but that wasn't enough for me because I knew it's going to take a while for it to get here. Maybe 30 days, maybe 14 days. Okay, 2 weeks. So I needed to have more stuff now. And so what I did is I got on Facebook and I just typed in MRIs, and there was a guy locally that had 6 boxes, cases, I should say, and I went and picked them up. Right, I went and picked them up. I had to drive an hour and a half to go pick them up, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to drive an hour and a half, come back, but you know it was very, very strange and puzzling that in America, I went to 20 to 100 different websites and no one had them in stock anymore. Okay. No one, think about this. This is America. This is the land of opportunity. This is a land of abundance. And no one had this food in stock. Again, I just showed it to you guys on here. The manufacturer is telling you 1 to 2 month processing. I showed you all the other ones. They don't have these foods, and you can go check for it for yourself. You can type in, dry food, or you can type in camping food, or you can type in emergency food. These food will have 20 years, 10 years of shelf life, right? And it's not bad. I had them before when me and my wife went to the AT trail where we walked, hundreds of miles. Um, and they're not bad, they're not the greatest, but whenever you're walking or if you're starving and there's no food around, you're very happy to have that. Now, of course, tomorrow we're going to go to, Costco. And, normally every week I spend about $180, $200 per week to buy food. So I'm going to go ramp that up, maybe do 400. And I'm going to just stock up on some stuff because, you know, I just don't trust the media. I just don't trust Big Brother. And, with the manufacturer of the world shut down, right? Here's the other thing, guys. About a month and a half ago, I wanted to get some masks. I told my wife, and she was like, and I was like, you know what, whatever. And I went on Amazon and checked it out. The M3 mask, I-95, I can't remember the name of it. They were 32 bucks, $30, right around there. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I went and checked that on Amazon again, and the same masks were now double the price. They were like $60 and some change, 63, something like that. That had gone double. Last night, I went on there to order the same exact mask, and they were all sold out, dude. All sold out. And I'm like, dang, dude, So a small percentage of people are aware and they're conscious of the truth, and they're just packaging them stuff up, where the massive are not even aware about that. What I just showed you guys, that dry food, doesn't matter if you go to Home Depot, Walmart, Costco, whatever, Target, REI, Bass Pro, none of them have it in stock. None of them have it in stock, and it's going to take them anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks before they can even ship it to you. So maybe I am crazy, but maybe there's a lot of crazy people like me as well that are even more advanced than me, and they start stocking up before. But I haven't seen this on NBC or CNN or any of the stream media. And we went to Kroger just yesterday, and the shelves were with food. But the problem with that is that a couple of things, those food will perish really, really quick. Like if you cook, like we cook at home, we don't go out to eat, majority of times. So that food, if we don't have refrigeration, it'll go bad. That food will require energy to cook it, right? We got to have a stove, we got to have, electricity or something like that, and it'll take time. So, plus, like for example, when we buy fruits and vegetables, they may only last 5 days, 10 days before they start going bad. So it's not like I can, I teach my kids how to eat healthy, so we buy healthy food. Um, we couldn't go and buy 3 months or 2 months worth of food from, let's say, organic food, because it would go bad if the electricity goes down, if if it even doesn't go down, and if you put it in the refrigerator, your bananas are gonna last so long, your potatoes gonna last so long, your onions are gonna last so long, your mushrooms are gonna last so long, your salad stuff is gonna last so long before it goes bad. And that's why these emergency food, that's why these camping food are sold out. Doesn't matter if you're on Costco, if you're on Target, if you're on REI.com, if you're on Bass Pro, they're all sold out. I couldn't find any last night, guys, and that's why I'm doing this video, is because, again, in this videos, my real estate dojo, Mr. No Fluff, there's abundance no matter what the situation is, and and prices are definitely going up more than double or triple if there is any inventory out there. Okay, so that's why I decided to bring this to you. I'm not trying to tell you should go buy food. You got to think for yourself. Please get on the internet. Please go to REI. Please go to Bass Pro. Please go to Home Depot. Please go to any of these camping sites, online or offline, and verify what I'm saying, because I just showed you guys 5, 6 different companies on their website. Even the manufacturer is saying it's going to take eight, one, 4 to 8 weeks, which is a month or 2 months before they even ship it to you guys. Okay, which is crazy, guys. I mean, because when I told my wife about it, you know, because I started freaking out, not freaking out, but I started knowing that something is wrong, because how can so many people wanted to go out there and just take all this stuff up? Because at any time you can go to a Bass Pro Shop, or you know any online stores like Amazon, they're gonna have a bunch of stuff they could order for you. On Amazon, not only are they out of most of this stuff, whatever they have on there is now 3 or 4 times more expensive than normally goes for, which is crazy. So just type in uh, MREs, type in camping food, type in dry food, emergency food, in any of these camping websites, any of these hiking websites, even at your local military surplus. I didn't see any, guys. I spent 2 hours, and that's why I showed it to you. The other thing I want to think about is, the mask situation. Like I said, on Amazon, they're totally out on the 3M 95 something. I can't remember the extension. Um, and what happens when more and more countries start to have these problems, and what's going to happen to the food, uh, considering that the, the 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 distribution chain will get broken. Okay, so that said, that's the negative side. Whatever the word is, I can't say it, guys. But on the positive side, this is the greatest opportunity out there. There's the greatest opportunity because, for example, there's going to be so many motivated sellers out there, right? Because losing their homes, corporations letting them go because quarantine, or because they bought their own stocks, and they didn't the corporation didn't invest in the products or into the gadgets or into the employees, and they're becoming obsolete, like Ford, GMC, where Toyota makes better product. That's why these car companies, U.S. car companies, are not making cars anymore. They're just sticking with the trucks. Um, so once we see the manufacturer of the world seize up, which is where we're seeing, then why should they send their mass to us and collect fake dollars, fiat dollars, right? Why don't they not just keep the raw resources for themselves, right? And that's why you go to Amazon. There's none in the M3 mass anymore, guys. With the little valves on there, you can check it out. Okay, um, and if you listen to the media, if you listen to politicians, they're telling you there's nothing wrong with it, but seems like the elites, the smarter people, are you know evaporizing the supplies that are going to be able to last for a couple of months in case there are quarantines, or in case there are outbreaks, or in case there are disruption in the food chain and the food supply. Because you know in China they're able to quarantine people. The people are more humble, and they don't have weapons. But in America, with our freedoms, it's going to be harder and more crazier for quarantine and things of that nature, in my opinion. Um, and people don't even, according to reports that I read, people don't even have $400, $1,000 to, stock up on stuff. So what happens if they can't go to work for 1 month or 2 months? How are they going to pay rent? What about the corporations? They're all indebted, right? They all have so much debt. Um, and if people can't go to work and people are not consuming, then what's going to happen to the corporations that have all this debt? Like, for example, you might be a landlord and your employees are not, or not employees, your renters are not going to work, so they can't pay you rent. And but you got to pay the mortgage company. What's going to happen? Right? So you see how the domino effect will affect, and that's what's going to create a lot of opportunities. Because in this era, if you just have a little money and you're willing to put in work and you're willing to take a risk, then tremendous money. Like, for example, those MRIs, they're selling the one case. They're selling it on Amazon for $200. I drew for an hour and a half to pick some up for $50. $50, right? I could easily sell the cases for $200, right? Because other people are selling it for $200. But again, that's what I'm talking about. There are motivated sellers out there. The seller wanted more for them, and I just said, "Look, dude, I'm just going to pick up, so many of them from you, okay? Are you willing to work a deal with me?" And they say yes. The same thing's going to happen with the new flip. There are so many motivated sellers out there that are willing to part away with their equities, if you want to call it, 10 cents on a dollar, 20 cents on a dollar, because they need the money, okay? Or they don't understand about what's happening in the market. Like the sellers that I bought the MRIs from, that I paid $50, that they're selling on Amazon for $200. Um, I bought cases. You know, she and her husband didn't even realize that if everywhere is out of stock. After I bought the products for them, then I told them. I was like, "Look, dude, I don't know if you know this, but you know, I looked from REI to Bass Pro Shop to Home Depot, Costco, everywhere, and none of them have them in stock." And their eyes just opened up, like, "Wow!" And I thought to myself, they didn't know this, because if they knew this, they probably wouldn't get rid of it. Because if they think about the possibility of madness happening and there's not enough food, they probably would have kept their food. But instead, they took the money, which I was happy to give it to them, because, like the alchemist says, right? The alchemist says in the Alchemist is that you know it's not often that money can save your life, right? It's not often. Money is fake, dude. Money is fake, and it's not often that it can save your life. And that's the same thing with education and having skills, right? Because I knew how to negotiate. What I teach you guys in my new flip, you can get it right now for $76, where you could 2x to 7x your money. You can put $100 in, take out $700, and invest only an hour of, of time. Okay, because having those skills, I was able to buy supplies for my family and hustle, because I was willing to drive an hour and a half to pick them up. On Amazon, they could have brought it to my door. It was $200. No one else had it, and I had to wait 4 to 8 weeks. Uh, I paid $50 for a case, per case, and but I had to drive an hour and a half. I was willing to hustle. Right. So if you're willing to hustle, there's going to be all kinds of real estate deals. There's going to be all kinds of the new flip deals. There's all kinds of deals, because there's going to be massive amount of motivated sellers. I bet that if there is food shortages, whatever I pay for $50, now I can sell it for $1,000 or $500, because not that many people have these. I mean, right now they don't have it. Okay, If you go for a manufacturer or to a retailer, they don't have it. Same thing with, you know, houses. It's a great opportunity because there's gonna be so many motivated sellers out there, in my opinion, not financial advice. And that's why the virtual course that I have works so great, because you don't have to go meet all these sellers and catch something. You can do it all over the phone, guys, to the comfort of your pajamas, right? All over the phone, guys. Uh, yeah, the new flip is 76 bucks, guys, right now, versus the $1,000, and it's basically a franchise in a box in a PDF with video training without $100,000, okay, upfront, and there is no royalty fees, and it works as, I don't care if you're in California, you're in Oklahoma, you're in Chicago, you're in Dallas, you're in Denver, you're in Canada, you're in UK, because every place I just mentioned, I have students there applying it. Okay, I'm doing it myself, right? Just today, just made 500 bucks. Okay, from the new flip, took me like 30 minutes to do, guys. Okay. So again, great opportunities on both ends. If you want to buy stuff at a deep discount, if you have a little money, and if you what happens if you don't have money? Well, do the new flip. Just 76 bucks is what it requires to get 25 years of experience. And then in this course, I show you how to copy and paste, no matter where you are, the new flip where you put 100 bucks up as a risk, and you can make it in 200 bucks in hours, making it 700 bucks in days. Very, very fast. Depends on your hustle, and you can build your capital. And when you have a little capital, when you have 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 1,000 bucks, whatever, then now you can use that to turn into another hustle. Okay, and that's what the virtual wholesaling does. Is because once you have a little money, then you can get into virtual wholesaling, where you can wholesale real estate, no matter if you're in California, you're out of country, wherever, over the phone. And if you're in America, instead of driving and meet all these sick people, instead of driving and taking the risk of catching the bug, you could do it through the comfort of your home, because even Congress are thinking about holding their meetings through video and audio, because in other countries like China, people can't go to work. They got to do it through Skype. They got to do it through emails. And we're at the perfect era for that type of technology advancements. And that's why I created the virtual wholesaling, guys. And you can get it right now for $157. It's a $4,000 course. It's a full day course. I show you how to find hot deals, how to talk to sellers, what to say, what not to say, everything you need to get deals at a deep discount, or have the seller be your bank. Subject twos, owner financing, lease options, all that stuff. The most important thing is to shadow someone, just like a doctor, just like a blacksmith. And you can do that in this course, because you hear us talking to homeowners live on the phone. And you hear us talking to them, so you can exactly jot down. You can replay it and learn exactly what we tell them to buy their house at 60 cents on a dollar minus repairs, to buy their house at subject to, where the seller becomes my private bank. I don't even have to get a loan. I don't have to get qualified. I don't have to put no money down. Maybe pay them $1,000, maybe pay for their closing costs, but it's way less than if I had to go get conventional 20% to buy a rental property. Okay. Here's the other thing. What is the 30-year interest rate on a mortgage right now, guys? Leave a comment if you know. If you don't know, you can Google it. Okay, write down, what do you think the interest rate on a 30-year mortgage is, on a 15-year mortgage is? I can give you a hint. It's never been this low in the history of Babylon. We go all the way back. So what that does is it creates massive, massive passive income, massive, massive passive income, massive passive income. Why? Because interest rates are so low that the monthly payments that homeowners are paying to banks is so low. And at the same time, the Fed is printing that money in the repo market, and they just bailed out the bankers. In Hong Kong, the government bailed out the people, but in America, the Fed just bailed out the bankers billions of dollars. But we're still going into reds in the stock market, thousands of points a day for the past many days. Okay? So this is going to create a massive amount of motivated sellers, and these sellers are going to be highly motivated. Some of them will have mortgages. And in that situation, I negotiate with them, like I teach you in my virtual wholesaling, how to buy their home where they become the bank. And because of interest rates being so low, because of the Fed printing out so much money, because of the Fed bailing out bankers, because of China, the manufacturer of the world, decreasing production, right? Price of goods are going to go up. that includes rents. That includes rents. And that's where it's going to be a massive cash flow between what the seller monthly payment to the bank is and where I'm going to rent the property out on the fair market for. And it's going to be massive. And here's the great thing: I'm going to negotiate a non-recourse loan, and I show you how to do all that stuff in the course, guys. So great opportunities are upon us, but at the same time, for me, and that's why I do these videos for you guys. It doesn't matter if the economy's up, sideways, or down. Abundance is here. It depends on your mindset. And if you're in America, you're in a great spot because majority of people don't even realize that there may be potential food shortages. Right? We just can't fathom that. Like I couldn't fathom last night when I was looking for 2-3 hours trying to find emergency food that no one had it in stock. Not even REI or Bass Pro or Target or Home Depot or Amazon. Most people 4 to 8 weeks. So I was be baffled. I was like, no, this can't be true. This is America. This is the land where mass consumption is done and we have massive products. This can't be. But guess what? It was. It was. And that's why I just showed you guys. If you want, I'll show it to you again so you can look at it with your own eyes. But I highly recommend you Googling it. Like, for example, I showed it just a second ago. You want to buy this at Bass Pro Shop? They're out. They're out, guys. They're not bringing any in. Doesn't matter what you want to buy over there at Bass Pro Shop. They're out. You can see it right there. Out. You want to go to REI? You want to buy some food? Look, they're out. 30 days out before they even send you anything to you. Okay. You want to go to Home Depot? They're out. You can go to Home Depot and they're out, guys. All right. And if you go there, and I highly recommend going there, verifying this, and just type in emergency food, and you notice it doesn't matter where you are, they're out. You go to Amazon, well, they're not shipping it to you if you want to get it in bulk, not for 4 to 8 weeks, guys, before they ship it to you. If you want to go to the manufacturer, like this company that makes all the foods that we just saw from the retail places, okay, they're telling you please allow 1 to 2 month processing. That means they don't have it. In my opinion, they may have it, but if they had it, why are they shipping it to you? Okay. So on that note, I know I'm prepared, and I'm ringing the bell like I did in 2016, and let you guys know that gold's going to go up when it was 1,100 bucks an ounce. Um, I said that the markets are just so bubbly, especially real estate, and we're going to have to pay the price. And and with this little bug coming out right now, the black swan, whatever they want to call it, and the manufacturer of the world shutting down, well, we realize how important China is to us very, very soon. Okay, all countries in the world are important to us. That's why we shouldn't even have countries. We should just have humans, right? Because we need each other. We need each other. We need the bananas from Latin America. We need the rice from India. We need X and Y from China. We need all this. We need the fuels from this and this, and we can see that tariffs didn't do anything for us. Didn't that nothing? Cost of good went up, and I can show it to you where I've been talking to businesses that are affected by tariffs, and they ride back to me like bicycle shops, right? How the price of their bikes have gone up because of the tariffs, right? So who pays for that? I do when I buy a new bike. You do when you buy a new bike. And now we're seeing that the media is saying everything's okay, there's no panic, but just look what's happening in China, guys. Look what's happening in China. Okay, let me take some comments. I always forget to do that. Let me see. Eva Luther. Sorry, man, if I butchered your name. I'm sorry, man. Thank you. The new flip is 76 bucks now. Ryan, alternate theories. What is what's this about food shortages? Ryan, well, if you go to Amazon, if you go to rei.com, Bass Pro Shop, you check any online camping store or military surpluses, they're the ones that I checked for 2 hours yesterday, they're all out. I just showed it to you. They're all out. They don't have any of these products in stocks. Now, if you go to Kroger or normal food, perishable foods are there. Um, but the ones that are gonna last 5, 10 years, the ones that are gonna last if there's no electricity, there's things get cut off, the ones that are gonna last through the heat, where their food ready to eat, they're all out. They're all out. I mean, everywhere that I went to order something for me and my family, they're all out. My man says products was sent to China for short-term profits. Man, I'm sure it was. Um, that could be a very great possibility, right? Because we saw on Amazon that the same MRIs that I bought for $50, they're selling it for $200. So, price gouging is definitely capitalism right there for you. Okay, but I'm not complaining. As long as there's supplies, I'm happy to buy. If it's $50, I'll buy it versus if it's 200. But if 200 is my only option, I'll still buy it at 200. I think you will too if you don't have any food to eat, guys. Pretty crazy. Don't forget to check out my website, My Real Estate Dojo, the biggest sell of the year, guys. Uh, why am I giving it all away for so low? Because I want to make you guys a millionaire. Today, 2020, in my opinion, is the best time. The best time. Okay, the best time to build wealth because there's going to be so many scared people. There's going to be so many people that are in fear, which for me is the best time. Not financial advice for you. Do your own due diligence. Investment is always risky. Uh, let me take out some more comments. Man, uh, De- Debbie Dad, Doobie Dad, I'm sorry if I butcher your name, man. He says that if you're not prepared after 80 years of bath housing berries, you deserve to be left behind. Uh, man, it's kind of mean and crazy, man. But I mean, there's so many people that are not even worry about it, and they don't even realize what I just talked about. Like, if you go and check these out, there's no emergency food stocked anywhere from Home Depot to REI to Bass Pro to Costco to Sam's. They're all gonna ship it to you in 4 to 8 weeks. If you're not aware about that. But I think a lot of people are not aware about it, right? Because we live in a great country, and none of us have lived through wars like World War I, World War II. We haven't had a war in our backyard for such a long time. We're always like bombing other places. They know what it is to go to war, but we don't know, and we don't know what it is to have food shortages. We don't know what it is to have no gas or gas being $100 a gallon or whatever, right? So we're not aware about that. But I think once we lose the dollar as a world reserve currency, then we're going to feel this a lot more. And we may be feeling it right now going into it, guys, with the food shortages. Try Bath and Beyond food immersion. Yeah, that's exactly what I bought it, man. Bath and Beyond. If you Google them, they have it, but they're gonna order it for you. And if you sign up for their mailing list to give you 20% off, that's what I did. I ordered one from there, but I wanted to have some right now in case something happened. I didn't want to wait, right? Uh, and so that's why I had to make moves to go pick them up, guys. Thanks for sharing. Take a couple of more comments. John Papa Brooks says fear is dangerous. I'm from UK, and now for the first time, U.S. gun laws seems good. Good idea. Seems good. Uh, Fear is dangerous, but so is putting your our head in the sand, right? Because if you look at history, I don't think bankers have ever called out a recession correctly. It's not like a what is it? Those guys that watch baseball, the Empire, that they make calls. I don't think they ever called crashes. I don't think the media has ever called um, what's really happening because if you really think about it, it's really about 6 to 8 people or companies that own all the media. Now, if I say this, if you haven't done your homework, you say Mike is crazy. But if you sit here and spend an hour doing your homework, you'll see there's just a few companies that own your TVs, your food, your drinks you drink, um, your alcohol you consume, your medicine you eat. It's just a few companies that own all of it, and they have different sister companies, or they have different divisions, or whatever you want to call it. But it's just the same thing. A simple example is, like, for example, Toyota and Lexus. It's the same thing, but they're trying to brand different. But with these companies, it even goes deeper, guys. It even goes deeper. Guys, don't forget the new flip on my website for 79 bucks right now. If you want to make some money quick, and if you want to capitalize on this crash coming up, then download my virtual wholesaling course, where you can stay home in your pajamas, do deals. You don't have to drive and meet six people, and you can do deals all over the world or all over America, because I show you exactly what to do, what to say, what not to say to get the sellers to give you the deal. Stephen Cage, thanks for sharing, always sharing. Much love, man. Because this channel, it's about you guys. It's abundance. We create abundance, no matter it's up, down, or straight. And sometimes abundance requires to, look at things differently than other people, right? That's why in 2016 I called about gold. I called about the market. A lot of people laughed at me. Uh, I'm sure some people were laughing that I told them, hey, there is no emergency food, dry food, camping food anymore. If you look from REI, or if you look at Home Depot, whatever, you got to wait for it to get shipped there. You can get one little package or something, but they don't have the 30 days, 60 days, 1 year supplies anymore. Um, Hopefully that never happens. But if it does, I hope you guys are prepared. Uh, but again, great opportunities at the same time, because of the fears. Homeowners are going to be extremely motivated, guys. Today I had to go pick up these MRIs. Man, it was an hour and a half away. Man, I went to the little boondocks. They were even building houses in the boondocks, guys. There was like subdivisions after. So, I mean, it was so far away. It was an hour and a half away, right? No one. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that area was just farmland. Today they have subdivisions, and the people that I bought the MRIs from, and I paid $50 that they sell on Amazon for 200. I pay 50 for it, because what I teach you guys in the new flip, you can take it and apply it to anything. Anyways, these people were very happy they just bought this home, and it was in the BFE, really far, and they paid 310 for it. And I looked around, and the builders were just building everywhere, and there was every house around the corner was for sale. And I thought to myself, any homeowner that has to sell their home now or very soon, in the next couple of years, and that subdivision is going to be hurting, because they're not going to be able to. Home builders have a lot of homes there, and they're highly motivated to sell, because they owe the debt to the banks, and they got to pay them, or the bank's going to foreclose. That homeowner has to compete with those home builders, and the home builders are providing brand new homes, 10-year warranties, deep discount. Where this seller cannot, because they just bought this house recently, and their debt balance is not going to allow for them to sell lower. And this is what I call a perfect subject to heaven subdivision, because it's so far away. Most people can't live out there, because they can't drive to their work. Like for me, it's perfect, because I work from my computer, right? That's why I try to teach you guys to be your dream, so you can work from your computer. But for most people, they can't drive out there unless they're retired. Two, the sellers are going to be highly motivated, because they're not going to be able to sell to anyone, because there's home builders there. And there's a bunch of other home sellers that may want to be selling at the same time. And I thought, man, this is what's called the subject to heaven. Beautiful homes. I'm not talking about zero zoning when there's everyone piled up. I'm talking about, like, you have your own acreage. And once these sellers try to sell their homes, they're going to be really, really motivated. And I thought, man, this is a great area. And I was very thankful. I thought this was an omen that I had the ability to go pick up this emergency food an hour away, and learn about this little subdivision that had like beautiful homes, brand new spanking homes, and no one's lived in there. And there are going to be a lot of motivated sellers there. And it's not zero zoning, where I actually get some acres with it. So in one way, it was a blessing, because I got emergency food for $50 a case, where it's $200 on Amazon, and I bought many cases, and I also learned a great gold mine for subject to, uh, which has beautiful homes, brand new homes, and there's going to be a lot of sellers that are going to be motivated in that area when they try to sell, which is going to be very, very soon, if not already happening, because once the stock market crashes more layoffs, more crashes, more equities vaporize, which is going to create massive, 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 massive motivated sellers. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with houses, you're dealing with cars, you're dealing with whatever. If you don't have an idea on how to hustle in this market, download the new Flip. Okay, download the new Flip. Do it for your family, guys. It works. This is not a multi-level marketing. This is not some LLM. This is not some cold calling. This is not anything hard. Because what I created this new Flip, my whole intention was to reprogram you. Because when we think in America to have a business, we think it's got to be hard. It has to be complex. We have to have money. We got to get into debt. That's why I need to change your assumptions. I created a new Flip to change, to reprogram you, to help you realize that all you need is $100 and some hustle to be able to turn $100 to $700 in hours. Doesn't matter what state you're in, what climate control you're in. Okay, and that's why I created it, because to help you reprogram you. Because once you do one deal, you take $100 and you turn it to $500, you turn it to $300. It's gonna pump you on. Once you do 10 deals, your mind's gonna change. Then you're gonna realize you don't need $100,000. You don't need hard money. You don't need a stinky banker. You don't need credit cards. All you need is hustle and the right skills. And I'm giving it to you. 25 years of entrepreneurship. Never had a job, and I'm giving it to you because this is the best time to be an entrepreneur. This is the best time to be an investor. It doesn't matter if you want to be a real estate investor, you want to be a stock investor, you want to be whatever, right? You want to be the new Flip, whatever. This is the best time ever because of the fear, because of the risk factor. But on the other hand, this is where home runs are made. Home runs are made, massive cash cows are made. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I'm more wrong than right. So take it for whatever that is. If you're interested in being your dreams, get to MrNoFluff.com. Download the new Flip. It's revolutionary. Today, it'll change your life. Today, you take it and apply it right now. You don't have to learn nothing. You don't have to build a website. You don't have to create business code. You don't have to do none of this stuff. I'm going to reprogram your belief system. I'm going to reprogram your assumptions that it's easy to be your dreams if you're willing to take a little risk and do a little hustle. It never gets easier than this, guys, okay? This new Flip, you can make 10, 20, 30 grand. Depends on how much you want to hustle. If you want to do it full time, hallelujah. You have a full time job, you can only dedicate an hour a week, you can do it. You want to dedicate an hour a day, you can do it. But remember, the more you can dedicate, the more money you can make. I don't care if you're in Florida, if you're in California. New Flip, $76 at MrNoFluff.com, at MrNoFluff.com. Guys, this is the era. If you have any doubt that my stuff works, download the new Flip. If you can't make the new Flip work, I guarantee you can never make business work. I can guarantee you can never make real estate work for you, because if you can't make the new Flip work for you, where you put $100 at risk and you can get 2x to 7x, which is 200x, 200% to 700% return ASAP. Okay, if you make excuses with that, if you can't follow the simple instructions of that, or whatever it is, whatever story you tell yourself, if you can't do that, then you don't have a chance of being an entrepreneur. Because this game is so simple that when my kid turns 6 or 7, I'm going to have her do it to learn about entrepreneurship, because I'm grooming her. And I'm allowing you guys to get that grooming for just $76. What are you going to get? You're going to get a manual. You're going to get the exact copy and paste messages you have to give to these sellers. You're going to get video training in the book. Okay. And examples of real deals that I personally done. And I'm doing the deals every day myself. I'm a real estate investor, but I do the new Flip. I don't know where I could stick $100 and turn it to $700 like this. I don't know. I can't do that in Bitcoin. I can't do that in gold. I can't do that in real estate. I can't even do it with a bank. They're not even give me 1%. I don't know where I could take my money and double it. At the worst case scenario, double it, right? But I'm hitting 3x, 5x, 6x, 7x's. But I don't even know where I can double my money besides a new Flip. I can't buy a house today and tomorrow sell it for double. I can't do that. No matter how great I am or how bad I am, I can't do it. I've never seen it done. I know deals in Colorado, I know deals in Las Vegas that properties have doubled in 10 years, but not in just a couple of days. I don't know any business that can start with $100. This business you can start with $100. I don't know any business that you can start with just part time or just sitting behind a computer. You don't have to learn anything besides this one manual. You take this and you apply it. Don't think, just apply it, and your odds of success are so much better than borrowing $200,000 to do a fix and flip, or borrowing money to start a Mr. Jen's Pizza, or Blimpies or whatever, because you're getting into debt. Here, you can lose your $100, but that's what the game's going to teach you, that you can lose your money. But at least it's $100. But I haven't had any student lose their money. I've never lost my money. The worst I ever made is 2x. 2x, guys. My man says, pantry of foods on the shelves in my area, maybe in this city. No, my man, you're absolutely right. If you go to, for example, Kroger or Walmart or wherever you shop, Whole Foods, there are foods at the stores. Okay, those are called perishable foods, and that's dependent on the food chain. But what I'm talking about is called emergency food. What I'm talking about is called camping food, dry foods that last 10 years, 20 years, that only require just water to be added to it. Those are off the shelf everywhere you go, from REI, Bass Pro, Target, Costco, and the ones Sam's has some. Bass Pro, like I mentioned earlier, has some, but they don't have it in stock. It's going to take them 4 to 8 weeks to ship it to you. Even if you go to Amazon, they only have maybe the little package. I saw on Amazon they're selling 4 packages for $76. Okay, that's like 4 meals. That's not enough. Let's say shit hits the fan and everyone's off for 1 month. Well, what if food shortages happen in 1 month? So you got to at least, for me, got to at least have a month worth of food, of dry food. Of course, I'm going to the store and buying rice and dry nuts and all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, man. Northern Maine Patriots. Yes, sir. That's exactly right, man. If the mountain, like I just bought a mountain bag, like 31, 32 servings, or MRIs. Like if you go to look for MRIs on Amazon, the big supplies are gone. Like if you go to Amazon, there is 2 cases. There's a guy selling 2 cases. They're selling for $500. I just bought 2 cases for $100, $50 a case. That's because I know how to hustle. I know how to negotiate. I found the seller that was motivated. I was willing to drive an hour and a half to pick it up, and I bought many cases. But if you go to Amazon, that same exact case, you could get two for $500 now. Right? But majority of them will not deliver for you for 4 to 8 weeks, which means they don't have it in stock. Even if you go to the manufacturer, if you go to REI, go to Bass Pro Shop. I mean, I love REI because they're everywhere. Bass Pro Shop, the same exact thing. Right? They're out. Home Depot, out. Uh, Costco, if you go to Costco and type in emergency food, there's a little section navigation. You click on it, there's nothing. There's nothing in there, nothing. Sam's, they have it, but again, it's going to be shipped out to you in about a month. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the like button, share this message. I brought it to you guys from website to website, that what's happening, and that's what happens when you have your ears on the street, guys. You're not watching the news, because once you realize that in America, the country of the best, great, that there are no MRIs, there's no emergency food, there's no dry food to order. Doesn't matter what store you go to, then you may start thinking. And that's why I do these videos, because to help you think. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Much love, guys. Click the like button. Go to my website. Download the new Flip. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Fuck the boss, dude. Even if you love your job, have a side hustle. Have a side hustle. If you're trying to get out of debt, that side hustle is going to help you, man. Boom, 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 boom. And if you already have your money straight, or if you want to get in real estate, then download my virtual wholesaling. $157 versus $4,000. It's a full day training. I teach you how to talk to sellers to buy their home, subject to owner financing, creative real estate strategies, and I teach you how to buy it at a deep discount, 60 cents on a dollar, 50 cents on a dollar, just like I did the MRIs, what I brought to you guys. Okay. Again, MrNoFluff.com. Invest in yourself, invest in your brain, because everything else is just fake stuff that ain't gonna do nothing for you, man. Especially in hard times.